Alright, so here's my little Leatherman Free P4. I'm gonna swap the saw blade with the serrated blade. Basically, I'm gonna swap the position between the two. And the serrated blade is thicker. You see here, it's thicker, and the saw blade is thinner. But looking at this mechanism, I could freely move it over. There's nothing else, in its place. And opening all this up here, looking down here, there's nothing that would interfere with that. These two little narrow parts here, these two are actually the springs for the locking mechanism. And that also slides over as well freely. So everything's good there. That's what I'm going to do. And to do that, you need to unscrew the pivoting bolt. And this is a Torx a bit. I believe, let's see, the Torx number is T9. So it's a T9 on both sides. So you basically need two of them. I think that I have this set of tools here from Home Depot that has a T9 on both handles. To do that, let's see how well this thing is held up. Oops, this thing doesn't fit. Okay, there it goes. Oops. And these bolts are so small. The depth of the bolt is like really shallow, so it hardly even fits in there. Let's see how much resistance there is here, if they Loctite it enough. Usually Loctite doesn't work very well with stainless steel, because Loctite, how it works is that it's a chemical reaction, and when you put on bare metal in a anaerobic condition, meaning there's no air, no oxygen, the Loctite will react with the bare metal, and it will cure. No, it doesn't dry; it cures. So that's a difference, and that's how it works with stainless steel. It doesn't work very well, because stainless steel is, naturally it's a oh geez, what's the word? There's a vocabulary for it. I always get vocabularies. It's less reactive, basically. It's not inert, but it's less reactive because that's the nature of stainless steel. It's less reactive, so that way, that way it doesn't rust so easily. Okay, so the whole time that I was unscrewing that, it felt like there was resistance. Okay, so that's one side. So it's just a bolt, small little bolt. The other side didn't move. I think the other side is it's one solid all the way through. Let me see if it moves on this side. Yep, it moves. So let me just push. See if I can push it through. Yeah, so it's basically just a pin. The other side is a pin bolt, basically. Like so. All right. See that? Okay. Now the blades, I could basically just slip right out. Saw blade and serrated blade. Oops. Oh, there's a washer right there. See, there's a washer right there. What side did the washer come on? I didn't see which side the washer was on. Shit. Let's see. Okay, the washer is on the inside of the serrated blade. Let's see if there's any other washers. Okay, I see another washer. Yeah, so the washer is on the inside. The washer is actually on the side where the blade is up against the rubs up against the spring. So I should just pull the spring out. Here's one of the springs. So So there's the magnet that's in here. The magnet kind of holds everything in place, so that's cool. So there's the spring right there, like so. So this little hole right here, that's where the bolt pin goes through, like that. And this little thing right here, that's the spring itself. So that's where the locking mechanism pushes up against. Well, this right here pushes, this right here pushes down on the locking mechanism. So that way, when the locking mechanism will hook onto the edge down here, and it holds. And to overcome the locking mechanism, you have to hit that little release, and the release pushes on this spring right here. It pushes it that direction, and that's how it releases. So I see one, two, yeah. So basically, I see another washer. Again, the washer on each side of the spring pushes over a little bit. So it's good that I'm actually kind of glad that this thing has a magnet in there, because it kind of holds everything in place. Holds all 4 of these pieces, and also the 4 tools in the middle, and the spring. So basically, the spring is sandwiched by these little washers. So when you take this out, you see these little washers. They sandwich the spring. Okay, so that's the side that they go on. So now I just need to put the saw blade side on. Actually, I should take all these out. Oh, come on. Take all those out. Keep it in its right order. Spring. I see another spring. I see 2 washers, actually 3 washers. Oh, this one's thicker. There's one thick washer right there. Otherwise, the other ones are thin. Which side did the thick washer go into? Oh, actually, there's 2 thick washers. 2 thick washers and 3 thin washers. Shoot, I didn't see which side those went in. I know they sandwiched the spring. The reason why I took all those out is because to put this in order properly, I have to start basically from this side, like so. Actually, I could actually kind of eyeball the spring. If I look on this side, yeah, I see the spring on this side as well. Okay, so there's the thick washers. So there's 2 thick washers. The thick washer will go against the wall of the handle. But looking at this, again, this was on the right side. It has to have the thick washer, because you need the thick washer to clear the handle, because the handle is not, the handle itself is not flat. It's stamped, so there's just dimension to it. So the center here where the grip is, it's actually more flared out, and the spot here where it's smoother, it's actually inset. So there's a difference in, instead of being flat like that, it's like it's just a little depth in there. So that thick washer is to clear that depth. Okay, so now I know what I'm looking at. Okay, so go back to this pin right here, like so. Put the bolt pin in first right there, because this is the side that it was on. Here's the side that was on. Actually, I think I'm gonna see if I can. I'm gonna change its order. I'm gonna put it on this side. No, I should put it on this side. It's better to put on this side, because I think when you're actually using these tools, probably if you're using a saw, there's probably more there's more resistance versus using the serrated edge. So I want that, as far as because being held by the pin, there's more as far as back and forth goes. It's gonna load the spin more. So I want that to be on the solid side. But actually, if you actually look at the original was actually on this way, meaning the serrated edge is on this side. So actually, I'm gonna flip this around. I'm gonna do it like that. But I would think the saw would have more resistance when you're actually cutting stuff. So I'm gonna do it that way. Basically flip that around. Thicker washer first. When you look at washers, how washers are made, they're stamped. So on one side of the washer, the edge is gonna be rounded like so. And the other side of the washer is gonna be more of a square edge and it's a little bit sharper. I want that sharper edge to be on the handle side and the rounder edge to be on the tool side, up against the tool. So that way it moves a little bit easier. Actually, this is pretty round too, but I can see the side switch. So put that on first. Wow, it's so tiny. Put that on first, and I'm gonna have my serrated edge. That's what I want to do. I want to put the serrated edge over. Once the serrated edge over, make sure you clear your little needle nose right there. So that's on. See how there's once it's in here, you see there's like no space, virtually no space over here. That's why you need that thicker washer, smaller, thicker washer, so that way you clear the handle. If the washer wasn't there, the handle would rub against the edge would rub against the tool would rub against the handle. So got that. Now I could put in my spring, or excuse me, the thinner washer, because the spring is going to go up against that. On one side. Why is there only two or four thin washers? There should be. Unless I lost it somewhere. There should be 4 thin washers, but what? There's only 3. I didn't lose it anywhere. I didn't see it drop anywhere. That's the reason why I use this dog bowl. So that way I don't lose anything. Let's see. Spring on this side. Let me actually look on this side. Yeah, it looks like this thicker side doesn't have a spring. Let's see if this scissor side has springs. Yeah, I don't see springs on the thicker side either. Or it's usually washers on the thicker side. That's interesting. Okay, so back to this. Put that little thin washer here now instead of the thick one. Now I should get some needle nose or something to do this because everything is so damn tiny. Little tweezers or something. Oh shit! Dang it. Just attach itself to the magnet right there. Poke it out and hook it on. Off the magnet. Yeah, there it goes. Okay, so that's on. Washer's on. I put a spring on the spring's on. Springs on.